everyone, it's Dee here. Welcome to Wildcard Wednesday. I'm still filming at home, as you can see, in the chaos of my home studio. I don't think we'll be doing any live classes until later on in the summer, perhaps. I'm not sure, but thank you for your feedback. I got some feedback from some of you about how much you've enjoyed doing the classes and you found it relaxing and etc. So that's great news. So you know that well, you probably don't know, but I'm usually based teaching this class at the Attenborough Arts Centre, which is the university's arts centre, arts venue. It's just up from the fire station in the centre of town. I don't know if you're familiar with it, just around the corner from the main campus. And that's where I usually teach Wildcard Wednesday when we used to do it live before COVID. Anyway, so most of the classes I teach, every other class is usually using air dried clay because I'm a ceramic artist and that's what my specialism is. So I try and mix it up with other projects in between, which, you know, I hope you enjoy. This week I've tried to tie it in with St. Patrick's Day, but it's a little bit loose because certain things didn't show up in the post for you. So I've had to improvise, and some of the things that I've got at home are going to be slightly different to what will be in the box when you open it up on Wednesday, because I've had to use what I've got at home. But the materials will be in there for you to do the project, so don't have to worry too much about that. So I'm going to turn the camera on, but before I do, the extra thing you'll need this week is a pencil, just a normal lead pencil, nothing special. You could use a rubber as well if you wanted, and that's it. That's the only extra. So I'm going to turn the camera around now and we'll open up the box and see what's inside. Okay, right. Okay, let me just turn this light on and see if this is any better. It's quite dark today for some reason. No big clouds out there. Right, okay, let's go. So you've got your extra pencil. Let's open up the box and see what's inside today. We have a pair of scissors, a mini stapler. Obviously yours won't be the same as this. This is mine from home. Some sheets of coloured paper, a ruler and some string. Let's get rid of the box. Okay, so as I said, we were a bit let down with the delivery of the coloured paper, because where we buy our supplies from, they supply all the schools in Leicestershire, and they've changed their delivery days, and although we ordered it in time, it's not going to come until the day after your workshop. So I'm having to use what I've got in stock. So yeah, you'll have some coloured paper in your box. Okay, so let's put the string to one side, the stapler to one side. So if you take the first piece of coloured paper and your ruler and your pencil, and what I want you to do is on the inches, I want you to just mark down the sides some inches. We're going to do this 3 times, 3 lots of marks, so that we can cut it straight. Now if you've got an eraser or a rubber handy, because you might want to rub these marks out, but if you're using a faint pencil, they won't show up too much. Like that. And then I want to do some lines across the paper. So if you've got a long ruler, that's great, use the long ruler. If not, you can just use the one that I've given you. and I want you to make the lines all the way across. So you should have 4 pieces of paper each. Ideally I wanted to use certain colours, but as I said, we're just going to have to make do with what we've got. It'll still be beautiful at the end of it. So that's all we're after really, a bit of prettiness and creativity in our rooms and our lives. And one down there on that one. This is a fairly simple project, I'd say. On a scale of 1 to 10 on difficulty, I'd say this is about a number 3 or 4, I think, which I know for many of you is so simple. Last week's project of the hair, the ceramic hair, was much trickier. I don't know how you got on with that, and I wish I could see what you're making. I suppose you could send some images to Bella on an email and she can show me. That's the only just sad thing about working remotely, isn't it? That I haven't got this face-to-face contact with you all that I'd normally have in a live class. So I have to just trust that you're doing it okay and getting on with it all, helping each other out if you get stuck. Working together in little groups, perhaps. I'm not sure about this music. I've put some classical on this week and it's a bit serious. I might have to change it. I thought it would be relaxing, but it's a bit, I don't know. I'm not sure if it's relaxing or not. Might have to go back to the old jazz. That's my favourite to have on in the background. Or perhaps nothing. I'm sure you'll have your own music on in the background in your room. Or wherever it is you're working together with your friends, hopefully. Right. Okay, so we've got 2 sheets of paper with the same lines on, yes? Okay, what I want you to do is fold that in half. And we'll cut that short line first. Oops, come back. You want that, don't get rid of it. That little skinny piece you've just cut off. Okay, we're going to cut these strips. So the only coloured paper I had at home was yellow. So this is just A4 copy paper, this white. I mean, it's still really pretty with white, I think, actually. And the whole garland would look lovely if it was all white. Okay, there's those strips. Now I'm going to get the yellow that I've marked. Now you could do this with all the sheets that I've given you, these lines, and then cut up like this. Now with this one, fold it in half. Cut the skinny strip off the end and keep it, because we'll be using that. Oops. And then cut your strips. Okay, then with these ones I want you to cut it in half. Okay, so you've got those in half, you've got your skinny bits, and then you've got your long strips. Right, next what I want you to do is you're going to get one of the shorter strips, fold it in half like that, and pinch the end tight on the fold, like that. Okay. Then you're going to get one of the longer strips that's folded in half, and you're going to sit it in like this. So you've got your folded piece, you're going to sit it in here like that. Okay, so you've got short, long, long, short. Then I want you to get your stapler, and just about 1 centimetre in from the edge, I want you to punch it and staple it. Then we're going to, like this, take the little ends of the shorter piece and you're going to pull them together like this. Hold them tight. You can always do it like that on the table. Then I want you to get the other piece and pull it round and pull it round like that. Now look, that's if it's not lined up, it looks a bit of a mess, so you've got to make sure that all the little strips that you're pulling together are lined up. Okay, then you get your stapler again, and I want you to, the same distance in from the edge line, I want you to just go ping like that. Then you can just push that like that. Okay, there you have your first shape. And you're going to continue with that, creating that shape with all the pieces that you've got. So you're going to fold your small piece in half. Actually, I'm just going to trim that one because it's a bit wonky. I haven't cut it very straight along the line. There we go. You're going to get your longer piece. Like that. Okay, so you've got long, short. Oh no, I've done it the wrong way round. Silly me. There you are, that's how easy it is to make a mistake. Short piece on the outside of your long strip. Okay, then you get your stapler. And we're going to pull those down to touch each other like that. Then you're going to do the same with the long strip. Just tuck it under, hold it, squeeze it tight, and pull the other side down as well. Get your stapler. Whoops, it's really easy to lose that. Like that. Let's see if we can get this one right. Short one, fold it in half. Long one on the inside of the short one. Get it right, Dee. Get it right. Okay. Staple. Squeeze it tight. Oops. In the middle and staple. Okay, so look, there you have your 3 shapes like this. Then you can get your skinny strip, cut a length off it like that. And then what I want you to do is you're going to create a little triangle shape. So if you fold it like this and then fold it like this, it creates like a little triangle shape like that. Can you see? And then what I want you to do is you're going to put that shape, oops, pick one of the shapes you've made, sit it in, oops, bit fiddly, sit it in there, try and keep that little triangle shape, sit it in there. Then I want you to get the other one, sit it on top of it like that, and then you're going to get the last one and sit that in there. You can always put it down on the table like that. Ooh, might have to redo that. Let's just slot it inside. Ooh. Okay, then I want you to get your stapler and we're going to go staple across the whole lot. So look, it looks like that now. It looks like a little tree. Like a tree, can you see that? With a little stalk at the bottom. So I want you to do that with all of the pieces you've got until you have 3 lots, or as many as you like. It's entirely up to you. I'm going to do 3. Oops, that's a bit of a weird one. Okay, like this. So I've got my 3 here. Okay, now we're going to string them up so you can create the garland and hang it up in your room, over your window, in your kitchen, wherever you fancy. So what I want you to do is pick up your first one in the middle shape these two pieces here, we're going to create a little hole. I want you to take your scissors and you're just going to make a little tiny nip there and there, like that, so that you can get your string. Now if you've got a hole punch, you could punch a hole through that, but I haven't got one, so I'm improvising with the tools that I've got to hand, and I'm just going to pop that through there like that, and I'm going to do it with the next one. So I'm going to get that middle shape. Let's see. Well, I suppose we could have done that on there, couldn't we? Hang on a minute. Let's make it even. So if we do the same on this one as well, then it'll thread through the whole lot, and that'll look nicer. Let's take that. Let's do that. Then it'll hang straight. So we'll take a little nip on that side and a little nip on that side, and I want you to get the shorter end through. You can see why it would be neater if you had a hole punch. I want you to put that through there. Go on, get in there. Put it out the other side. This is delicate, you don't want to tear your paper. And I want you to then pull it through this side. Okay, that's better. I'm happy with that now. Okay, so it's like this. That's better. Yes. Okay, so if you do that with the others, with the other pieces, you're going to get that middle heart shape. You're going to do your two little nicks with the tips of your scissors either side of the top. Like that. Oops. I'll do the same with that last one. So I'm just folding it very slightly, cutting it in the middle. And there. Okay, let's thread these up. So I'm going to get my string. Weave it through that first hole, back out, so in through the first hole, out through the second hole, in through the third hole, and back out through the last one. There we go. And then I'm going to do that with the last one. Oh, I've altered that shape. Let's just make that roundy again. So we go in, then we come out, And we go out. Okay, so and there, everybody, is your beautiful flower garden, flower garland, not garden, flower garland. What do you think of that? I think that would look so pretty hanging up in the window. You can't see here, I'm going to hang it up in my window, in my studio. And if I'd used really bright colours, which is what you'll have, it would look incredibly effective. In fact, you could, if you were really, really clever, you could do a third strip in there, couldn't you? And it would be like a rainbow, but I haven't done that. I've done it with 2 strips. And there's your flower garland. That's the flower garland. Oh look, I'll hold it up here so you can see. Now it's facing me. Isn't that lovely? Well, I like it. We like things like this to hang up and make our rooms look pretty, don't we? I do anyway. I love it. So simple, such a simple idea and very effective. Some paper and a staple. Who'd have thought it, hey? So, I think that's the end of my class this week. I hope you've managed to do that. As I said, love to see some of the things you've made. If you can take some photographs and email them to Bella, or I'm not sure how else. I mean, you can find me if you like. You can follow me. You can find me on Instagram. My name is D Barnes Designs, D-E-E Barnes Designs on Instagram. And you can always send me a message on there and show me what it is you've made. That would be wonderful. And I can share that in my stories. But otherwise, hopefully, you know, maybe we'll get to meet in the summer, or if you're going into another year of university, I'll hopefully see you in the new academic year later on in September, October time. As we always say, or as I like to always say, try and join me again next week, where we'll be doing another hugely exciting project. I hope it's keeping you entertained, and I always like to end by saying stay safe, stay well, and stay creative. And that motto will hopefully change later in the year, where I'll just be saying stay happy and stay creative, or something like that, because we won't have to keep on being safe and well, because we'll have all been vaccinated, and we'll look back as this year behind us as a kind of strange glitch in life, won't we? Anyway, okay, I hope you've enjoyed it, everybody, and I'll see you again very soon. Okay, take care. Bye.